Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, always showing up, showing your girl some love. Today we're going to talk about honey and fragrances. Honey! That reminds me of somebody on a movie, y'all. So anyway, if you are interested in the honey fragrances that I have today, unisex, feminine, masculine, please continue to watch, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram, it's Marshmello. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. It just helps the channel to grow. You know, you all know that I love talking to you guys and I appreciate every single one of you for supporting me. You know, leave me your comments, constructive criticism, you know, all of that, correction, constructive criticism more though, y'all. All right, without further ado, we're going to talk about honey fragrances. The honey fragrances that I have today are very fresh. Some are a little earthy. None to me are animalic. You know, some just smells like rich, you know, beeswax or maybe rich organic honey. Nothing smells synthetic, and I'm loving every single one of these fragrances today. A couple are just slightly masculine and appeal to more men than women. So anyway, we're going to get into it, y'all. So these are my top 10 honey fragrances, actually 11, but we still gonna call it a top 10 that I have in my collection. I have a couple other ones, but they're a little less honey dominant, and these you can really get the honey inside, and they smell absolutely amazing. So the very first one we're going to talk about is by the House of Initio Parfums, and I initially bought a sample of this, and I sprayed the sample at work. We were testing them at work. I ordered all my samples or decants from Max Aroma. You know, they come in the amazing 8 or 10 ml size, and this is by the House of Initio, and this is Addictive Vibrations. Addictive Vibrations is just absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad because I was supposed to do a review that I never did. I have about, I think maybe 10 or 12 decants, and I have about, I think 7 or 8 full bottles from the House of Initio, and I never did a review on it, but I just watched the review on Mr. Cologne 76 channel. I think it was Director from the House of Initio. Amazing review. So if you're on Instagram, go watch that review. I'm actually going to repost it in my story. So go watch that review. He talked about the house, the inspiration behind the house, the different notes, the different, you know, just the organization of the house. It was a stunning review, and that really inspired me to do a fragrance review on the House of Initio, you know. So anyway, that'll be coming up, you guys. All right, so Addictive Vibration, stunning bottle. It comes in the black bottle. So in here, a beautiful honey note, and that is what appealed to me when I initially sprayed it. I got honey and apple, y'all, and those are two amazing notes and fragrances that are gorgeous together, almost like a caramel honey apple, but this one's a little more powdery. So in here you have your honey, apple blossom, there's orange blossom, there's orchid, there's musk, there's vanilla in here as well. So let's go ahead and spray this. It's been a while since I've worn this. This fragrance, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it reminds me of another fragrance, and I'm going to talk about that one next. But this one is a little muskier, and it's a little heavier. So in here, you definitely get a really fresh apple peel, like a green apple peel. It's kind of candied. It's a little musky. It's not animalic. It's just a really beautiful organic smelling honey, almost like you dipped a green apple. This is more of a green apple in like a bucket of honey. You know, but you gotta, it smells like it's a little irisy, which is the orange blossom, I am assuming. That's making it slightly powdery and sweet, you know? But yeah, it's musky. Yeah, I'm loving this fragrance, and this is definitely amazing. Even though it has the uplifting like apple and honey notes, this, because of the powderiness of the fragrance and its beast, you know, this is definitely going to be amazing for the fall, winter. All right. So yeah, get your nose on this. It's a little woody, slightly woody too as well, you know, as it's drying down. You know, almost like apple, like you're dunking for apples, woody green apples, you know. Anyway, it's beautiful. Addictive Vibrations by the House of Initio. So the next one we're going to talk about, it's similar to this one, but it's so much brighter than Addictive Vibrations, because Addictive Vibrations is woody. This one is more fruity. And this is by the House of Trussardi, my favorite, you know. And this is Limitless. Okay, I'm not going to read the entire name. Limitless Shopping, y'all. This smells like a powdery, sweet candy green apple. There's a tartness to this, a green apple now later. I don't know if you know what now and laters are, but they're little hard candies that you eat that you bought at the corner store, but they're delicious. They're still delicious to this day, and they turn your tongue like super green. So anyway, in Limitless, you have your honey, you have your apple, you have honey and honeycomb, you have your jasmine, mahonio rose, you have tonka and heliotrope. This is so good. It's very uplifting. It's bright. This is amazing for the summer, spring, fall, but this will definitely be stunning for the spring because that powderiness in here, the heliotrope and the apple and the honey, y'all, there's a little bit of like, this one makes your mouth water. It's a little bit of tartness in here as well, but this is definitely a green apple. I'm going to go ahead and spray this. Y'all, love this fragrance. Yes, yes. It smells like green apple skin as well. This one smells like green apple skin more than Addictive Vibrations, you know? Let's spray it here. Yeah, this is some good stuff. If you love the note of apple, this is also probably should be included in my apple fragrance review as well, because this green apple in here is given green apple, like a tart, sour green apple. Yes, it's beautiful. You definitely get a jasmine in here as well. I smell that jasmine, green apple, and honey. It's not a heady jasmine, but it's very pretty, and I'm loving this. This is Limitless Shopping by the House of Trussardi. Feminine leaning. It lasts about 6 to 8 hours, y'all. It's a beautiful fragrance. Get your nose on it. All right, so the next one is, of course, Rosé All Day, and this one is a beast, y'all, and this is by the House of Gallagher Fragrances. So in Rosé All Day, you have it here. You have your apple crisp, you have some plum, you have some dark rose, brown sugar, tonka, you have some honey in here as well, and it also lists stainless steel. Now you do get a little bit of that metallic note in here as well, but it's not too like gunmetal metallic-y smelling. But this is a beautiful fragrance. I accidentally sprayed too much of this on the first time that I unboxed it, and I decided to wear it to work one night. You all, I was embarrassed for myself because this fragrance was so strong. I think I kept a yellow gown on, the PPE gown, all night long because it's such an insulator just to hold the fragrance in, y'all. But y'all, you only need maybe 2 or 3 good sprays of this fragrance and then be done. No more than 3. This fragrance is such a beast, and it definitely, it smells like apple crisp. It smells like honey, a little honeyed in here. You know, what else did I write down in here? Plum, brown sugar, honey rose musk, and dried apple, y'all. It smells a little rosy, like a rosé, you know, but it's such a beautiful fragrance, and I'm not going to spray it because it's going to overpower everything else that I'll be talking about today. So anyway, get your nose on Rosé All Day. This is going to last me a lifetime. You only need, I don't know if this comes in like a 50 ml, because you only need a 50 ml and it will still last you a lifetime, y'all. Rosé All Day by the House of Gallagher Fragrances. So the next one is one that I absolutely love, and my little plaque fell off only because I was making decants, and I think the oil continued to run all over my plaque. So this is by the House of Kerosene, and this was my favorite gourmand. It's still a tie, y'all, but I consider this one of my favorite citrusy gourmands in all of my collection. This fragrance is a lifer for me, and this is Unknown Pleasures. Now, in Unknown Pleasures, you have honey, you have lemon, you have caramel, you have Earl Grey tea. This is such a stunning fragrance. It's citrusy, it doesn't smell like cleaner or, you know, fresh air freshener or anything like that, but you still get a really good citrus. It smells like I said, I always say, This is what I thought Lyra was going to be, you know, because this still smells like a pound cake. It smells cakey. It smells lemony. It smells like a citrusy, bright pound cake with a sweet, super sweet citrusy, not cloying though, bright pound cake with a side of Earl Grey tea. When I tell you this fragrance lasts forever, it lasts forever. It's almost like a rosé all day pretty much. But it lasts on your clothes for days and on your skin. If you spray moderate, you'll get at least, I would say, 8 hours out of it going strong, y'all. The sillage on this is amazing. If you love a good gourmand leaning citrus with a tea note in there, you need to get your nose on Unknown Pleasures by the House of Kerosene, y'all. This is such a stunning fragrance, and it's a lifer for me. And yeah, if I spray this too, this is going to take over the room, you know? But y'all, this is delicious. Anyway, absolutely love this. Get your nose on it. Also, go watch my my kerosene review. I have followed, I have Sweetly Known, and I have follow. I have 4 by the house, and I'm loving them all, y'all. All right, so the next one is one that I'm absolutely head over heels for all these fragrances. I am not going to keep a fragrance if I don't absolutely love it. And this next fragrance is by the House of the Harmonist. I have 3 from the Harmonist. And the very first one that I did purchase is called Moon Glory. Moon Glory is so amazing. This fragrance, out of all of the fragrances today, has the richest honey note inside. Ooh, y'all. And it's a non-animalic honey note, okay? To my nose, that is. But I've had some, I know how an animalic honey would smell, and none of these today, or let me see. Let me see. Maybe one may give me, but I don't think it's, it might be the honey in there. But anyway, but I'll put that one to the side because that might give you a slight animalic honey note, y'all. So anyway, Moon Glory. Moon Glory is so beautiful. So you got your honey in here. You have some lychee, you have some Hawaiian jasmine, you have some passion flower, but you really get almost like you're in Hawaii and you have like a lei with like a honey fragrance sprayed on it. It's just so beautiful. It's ethereal. It's very feminine. It's floral, but it's not a heady floral. You know, it's a Hawaiian jasmine, but it's not a heady jasmine. It's a really fruity floral, not a passion fruit, but a really fruity floral honeyed jasmine, and it's beautiful. The ylang ylang, or Ylang Ylang, not Ylang Ylang, it's Ylang Ylang, gives it a little brightness to the fragrance, and I absolutely I'm head over heels for Moon Glory. It's stunning. It is stunning. I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to spray it on this arm here. Ooh. Yeah. Gorgeous. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. The honey in here is just honeying. It's beautiful honey, but it smells like you're in Hawaii, you know? Yeah, it's gorgeous. You get the ylang ylang. You get the jasmine in here. You get some florals in here. It says passion flower, but I'm getting like some light, airy florals in here. This is beautiful. This is wedding day worthy. This is bridesmaid worthy. You know, this is like a day out with your girl wearing to a brunch, a pretty brunch. I wouldn't say this is date night because this is like very beautiful, you know. This is a date night if you're married, you know. This is not it's not too sexy, but it's very, let's say, I don't think this is a sexy fragrance. I think this is a very pretty fragrance. A very ethereal, bright, and uplifting fragrance, you know? You want to wear this, excuse me, when you're just looking gorgeous, you know? So yeah, this is Moon Glory by the Harmonist. Yeah, gorgeous fragrance. Love it. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is one that I absolutely love. Now, this one is sexy, okay? And this one is by the House of Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. Y'all, I've completely fallen in love with this house. And I have 4 fragrances from the house. I did purchase the Discovery Kit, which I gave away. But y'all, this fragrance, I am loving it. I'm loving all of the notes in this fragrance, on top of it being nostalgic as well. So A Night in Marrakesh, okay? A Night in Marrakesh. And the dry down is even better. So anyway, let's spray this here. Yeah, let's spray it right here, just so I can just remember how it smells. So gorgeous. It's smoky. It's, you smell coffee, you know, you smell vanilla. It's woody. So it's sexy. There's a slight, I wouldn't call it animalic. It's woody. Okay, let's just say that. You get the honey in here. You get cinnamon in here. It's gorgeous, y'all. Anyway, so the notes that I wrote down, you get coffee, you get white tobacco, you know, the smokiness. You get cardamom, lots and lots of cardamom. You get almond. You definitely get that almond. It's like a dry almond. You definitely get the saffron too. Whew, y'all, this is good. And the saffron doesn't smell like leathery too much. It just gives you that little bit of kick, you know? There's ambergris in here, but I don't really get the ambergris. But I'm getting the saffron, the almond, the coffee, you know? The saffron, the almond, the coffee, the vanilla. It's woody, the cardamom, y'all. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Unisex, slightly sweetened. It's good. There's also cinnamon and there's oud in here. It's not a heavy oud, y'all. This is a very smooth, sophisticated oud. Anybody can wear this, but y'all, men, ladies that love a little bit of a woodier, heavier note. If you love a good coffee note, y'all, this is intoxicating. Anyway, A Night in Marrakesh is gorgeous. Get it. Get your nose on it. I love it. You know, the bottles are stunning as well. You know, very sleek, you know, sophisticated. And it shows like the city of Marrakesh, you know. Loving these tops as well. This is a very, very well handcrafted top. You know, it has the tree of life there. Y'all, love it. Anyway, A Night in Marrakesh. But yeah, the honey, the woodiness, a little bit of the spiciness from the cinnamon, the saffron, all that gorgeous, okay? Anyway, I'll stop talking about it. All right, so the next one we have that I mentioned is slightly animalic, is by Serge Lutens. And I'm just going to call this Berlin because I think it's pronounced Fille, or La Fille de Berlin, okay? But anyway, I smelled this fragrance over in Canada and I fell in love with it. There's a beautiful jammy rose in here. It's very elegant, feminine, and it lasts a long time, y'all. This lasts 12 hours on my skin, and it still had a pretty moderate projection after about 12 hours. This smells like a really juicy, jammy rose, and that honey in here, it gives it a little bit of slight animalicness to the rose in here. But in here, you have your patchouli, rose, geranium, honey, moss, palmarosa, which I don't know what that is. But yeah, I love this fragrance. If you love a jammy rose with a honey note, very feminine, slightly floral. You know, you get that patchouli, but it's not too earthy. Let's go ahead and spray this. But I love this fragrance, you know? Yeah, you definitely get a rose, honey, and patchouli, y'all. But that rose and that honey, this is like a rich red rose. It's dried out, that's drizzled with honey. Yeah, I'm getting a decadent, rich red rose in here. Yeah, it's beautiful, y'all. And this gives you more of like auntie vibes, you know, like rich auntie vibes. There's a freshness, there's an airiness, a slight soapiness to this, or a cleanness to this as well. It's a very beautiful fragrance. But y'all, this smells like old money, rich auntie vibes. It's amazing, and I absolutely love it. Definitely a dress-up fragrance. Performance is amazing on this fragrance, but I love it. Like I said, Serge Lutens, or whatever, Serge Lutens, and this is La Fille de Berlin, okay? Get your nose on this. All right, so the next one is one that I absolutely love, and it's in my top 10 gourmands for life. It's boozy, it's chocolatey, there's rum in here, there's apricot in here, y'all. And this is by the House of Narcotica, and this is Dolce Diablo. Y'all, this is so good, and I'm not gonna waste it. But it's so good. It almost gives me the same DNA and the same scent. Oh, that's what it is. It's the apricot and the gourmand leaning factors. But this almost just smelled like Juicette's Madeleine de Proust, I think it is, which is a really rich vanilla, apricot, and I think it's guava or peach. It's vanilla, apricot, and peach. But I'm getting that same apricot and vanilla. But this one, there's more of chocolatey, boozy apricot. It's gorgeous, y'all. Hands down, okay? Top 10 gourmand fragrances for life. This basically stole my heart in 2022, y'all. I absolutely love it, y'all. Get your nose on it. Lasts a long time. It really gives you a realistic, like a fuzzy apricot in the dry down, and I'm absolutely loving it. But you get that rich dark chocolate, that decadent chocolate, or cacao powder as well, because it's slightly powdery. But I'm loving this. Dolce Diablo by Narcotica, y'all. There's a new fragrance that I want to smell as well, and I heard it was a little ambery and gourmand leaning as well. So I'm a little too scared to purchase that because there's a note in there. I think it was a pepper note. Szechuan. Is it Szechuan? It's Szechuan, right? Szechuan. Yeah, it's Szechuan pepper note in there that I was a little afraid of, but maybe it's not too spicy, but it's definitely a gourmand. So I want to get my nose on that one, y'all. But this is still my baby, okay? Y'all get your nose on this fragrance. You can order samples all over the place. If you are a gourmand lover, it's a safe blind buy. If you are a chocolate fruity lover, it's a safe blind buy. So the next one we're going to talk about, of course, is Invite Only. Invite Only has a very nice honey note in there. It's not too prominent, but it's definitely pretty. So this one, yeah, let's go ahead and spray this. Kayali has the best atomizers in the perfume game. We all know that. You know, look at that. Like, nobody can beat it. Nobody, okay? Love, 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 love. Love Kayali's atomizers. Absolutely stunning, hands down across the board. No atomizer can beat Kayali's atomizer. So anyway, in here, you have honey, you have tobacco in here, you have some chocolate, hazelnut, cinnamon, you have some rose, oud, and vanilla. So now, smelling this, you do get a slight rose oud scent, like very, very faint. But you definitely get the honey, you get the tobacco, you get some vanilla in here. You get a little bit of hazelnut or nuttiness as well. I'm also getting some chocolate facets or nuance as well from this fragrance. And my voice is getting a little hoarse, y'all. I don't know why. But yeah, you get honey, cinnamon, hazelnut. A very beautiful fragrance. Amazing for layering. You can layer this. I've layered this with Angel Share. I've layered this with Vanilla 28. And I'm going to layer this with Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. That's going to be amazing, okay? But yeah, this fragrance, I have a little bit of a dent in there as well. It's about, you know, it's right here. So like I said, I do layer it a lot and I've worn it to bed several times. But yeah, I'm loving this fragrance. I have a 100 ml bottle, I think. I don't know why. I think the 50 ml bottle was the only one that came out first. I'm like, why do I have the 50 ml bottle? Because I usually don't buy 50 ml bottles from Kayali because I absolutely love every single one of them. But anyway, this is Invite Only by the House of Kayali. But I do have a backup bottle, but I may be giving that away. I think I set it aside to give it away as a giveaway over on Instagram, y'all. So anyway, the next fragrance we're going to talk about is DELOX. Oops, I'm shaking the camera. So I haven't smelled DELOX in so long, so let's give this DELOX a sprint. And this is by the House. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Now this one smells very similar to a couple of Montal's fragrances. And this one also, someone said this smells like Delina, but I don't get Delina from this. Maybe it's the rose that smells like Delina, but other than that, I don't get Delina. I get rose, I get vanilla, you know, and I get coffee, okay? So yeah, that is exactly what I get. A beautiful rose, vanilla, coffee, and in DELOX, you get a beautiful rich note of honey as well. But stunning fragrance. I actually have what is it? The Fragrance by Montal. I have that sitting in a declutter bin because it smells exactly like this one. But I love DELOX better because DELOX gives you that extra added honey note and a little more sweetness. But the coffee and the rose and the vanilla and the honey in here is just absolutely stunning. Get your nose on Tiziana Terenzi's DELOX. I love this. All right, so the next one we have is by the House of Parfums de Marly, and this one is called Eau Jaune, y'all. Love, love, love Eau Jaune. I'm gonna go ahead and spray Eau Jaune because it's been a while, and I'm definitely gonna be wearing this. You can layer this as well in the winter. So anyway, y'all, Eau Jaune is warm, spicy, it's sweet, ooh, it's sexy. So anyway, in Eau Jaune, you have your honey, cinnamon, osmanthus, benzoin, you have some vanilla, you have some sandalwood. Yeah, that's pretty much what you literally smell, you know. A lot of people say these fragrances smell similar. This one's a little sweeter. This one actually gives a little more character. It's a little nuttier in here. Like I said, this one gives a little more rose oud smelling fragrance. And this one just gives you spicy, cinnamon, vanilla. You know, it's a gorgeous fragrance. And it's a unisex fragrance as well. But absolutely love Eau Jaune by Parfums de Marly. Performance on this is amazing, y'all. So I think that is just about it. That was like 10 or 10 plus 1 fragrances. I hope you all found something that you are interested in or that you absolutely love or want to get your nose on. Order samples, y'all. A lot of people don't like honey fragrances because they are animalic. So I would say order samples. I blind buy, but I don't recommend it, y'all. All right, go out to the world. Have an amazing day. Spread amazing sillage. Do good, be good. All of that. Love every single one of you. And y'all, just have an amazing day. Give somebody a hug today, all right? Love you all. Bye-bye. Mwah.